Alright guys, thank you for watching. In the video today we have God of War Ragnarok, which has gone gold. Sucker Punch Studios celebrates 25 years as a studio, multiple Silent Hill games in the works, and an update from the Callisto Protocol, which is suggesting that the game is approximately 12 to 14 hours long. As usual, the links to the articles are down below in the description. So looking at our first piece of news, it has finally happened. Sony Santa Monica Studios announced last week that God of War Ragnarok has officially gone gold a month and a few days before it releases on November the 9th. They go on to say, "We are thrilled to announce that God of War Ragnarok has gone gold." The studio announced this through Twitter. On behalf of SMS, which was Sony Santa Monica Studios, and all of our partners, thank you to the fans for supporting us over the course of the development. We're almost to launch and we can't wait for you to play on November the 9th. While the team at Sony Santa Monica led development on Ragnarok, that doesn't mean they didn't get some help along the way. The other studios, and this is quite interesting because I wasn't aware of this, the other studios listed underneath a gold version of the God of War logo are Valkyrie Entertainment, Bluepoint Games, Super Alloy, Super Genius, Red Hot, a Keywords Studio, Original Force, Jetpack Interactive, and PlayStation Studios Creative Arts. God of War Ragnarok is getting closer to launch now, and it's expected to be one, if not the biggest release of the year, particularly for PlayStation. It's getting so close to release now, and I cannot wait to play this and stream this when it comes out on my channel. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Moving on to our next piece of news, we take a step back and celebrate an incredible studio. Ghost of Tsushima developer Sucker Punch Productions celebrates 25th year anniversary. So Sucker Punch Productions, the studio behind PlayStation's most celebrated titles including Infamous and Ghost of Tsushima, is officially marking its 25th year anniversary. Sucker Punch Productions was formed back in 1997, in fact October of 1997, where it cut its teeth on the Nintendo 64 title Rocket Robot on Wheels, before moving to PlayStation 2 with Sly Cooper and the Sly Cooper franchise. After 3 games of the stealthy raccoon, the studio turned its attention to Infamous for the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 4, which I have to say at the time they were absolutely fantastic games, before then moving on to the brilliant Ghost of Tsushima and its expansion Legends. During the midst of the Infamous franchise and before the PS4 arrived, Sucker Punch was acquired by Sony and became part of the roster of first-party development studios. Right now it's unknown what the company is working on next, but various job listings have indicated it's developing a follow-up to Ghosts of Tsushima. I think they are such an incredible studio. Ghosts of Tsushima is one of my all-time favourite games. It's absolutely brilliant in every sense, and I can't wait for Ghosts of Tsushima 2, which we know is going to happen whenever that comes out. Moving on to our next piece of news, we have Silent Hill movie director confirms there are several Silent Hill games in development. Christopher Gans, the director behind the 2006's Silent Hill movie, as well as the upcoming cinematic reboot, has revealed that Konami has several Silent Hill games currently in development. The movie maker confirmed the news during an interview where he seemingly backed up previous reports that Konami is looking to resurrect the psychological horror franchise, with one of those games being a Silent Hill 2 remake from Bloober Team. He goes on to say, "I'm working with the Silent Hill team, the original creators at Konami. There are several games in development as we speak. There are several teams on it with big line of games coming out. They will revive the franchise. I think they were really impressed of the success of the remakes of Resident Evil, that they are evidently exceptional games." The interview also mentioned, "We know Bloober Team are working on Silent Hill 2 remake," to which Gans simply replied, "Yes." Gans' comments come not long after a project known as Silent Hill, the short message, was rated in Korea, which seems to be a demo for a much larger title. The original Silent Hill launched back in 1999 for the PS1 and spawned successful franchises including Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3. However, the franchise went icy for nearly a decade following the release of Silent Hill Downpour. Moving on to our next piece of news, the Callisto Protocol is reportedly only 12 to 14 hours long, with alternate routes to reach the end. So the Callisto Protocol is getting nearer towards release with a December release date, and it's not too far away now. So with that, we're hearing more and more about the game each week, and this time it's a Striking Distance studio founder Glenn Schofield talking about the game's length, which he says is falling around 12 to 14 hours long. And Schofield also talks about that there are plenty of what he calls beta paths for players to take that could of course extend the runtime. So the 12 to 14 hours are, if you've played it once or twice before and you're familiar with the play run and where to go, you can probably do that in 12 to 14 hours. But if it is your very first time, the chances are you're going to be on it for a bit longer. The alternate paths offer alternative ways for players to make their way to the end of the story, which Striking Distance hopes will create a more unique experience for players and more conversations about what everybody went through to reach the end of the game. While a 12 to 14 hour playthrough might not have been what some players were expecting, it actually feels very right for what the Callisto Protocol is. The best horror experiences in media across games and films are almost always on the shorter end of the spectrum, because you can only hold that kind of white knuckle tension needed for effective horror titles for so long. This news, if anything, is an indication that we're hopefully going to get a very tight, very well executed and likely terrifying experience waiting for us in December. The Callisto Protocol is scheduled for release on December the 2nd, 2022 on PS5, PC and Xbox, and I cannot wait for this game to come out. It's definitely one of the games I'll be streaming on the channel. Keep an eye out for that. So that's going to do it for the video, guys. Thank you for watching. On your way out, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, leave a like on the video and hit the bell notification icon.